Hey guys, welcome back to the Culture Ward. This is DJ and Shawni.
Hey.
And we're talking about something else that she is going to be quite upset about. So, DC reveals covers for the 2021 middle grade graphic novels. I don't know why they didn't say middle school grade.
Why did they say middle grade? Is it what?
It's supposed to be middle school. Like, basically,
I thought these were supposed to be YA novels.
Yeah, middle school, high school, early high school. So
I feel like you pull these stories just to purposely make me mad.
I have to pull things that you're interested in. Because I can't go into like hardcore politics with you. Like that's
John Constantine. No. I know you're not gonna tell me they're gonna do a John. Oh,
so the Hollywood Reporter has an exclusive look at new projects featuring Superman, Green Arrow, John Constantine. In early 2021, DC will be expanding its successful middle grade graphic novel program. How successful has it been, Shawni? Though
it hasn't been successful.
Thank you, Hollywood Reporter. They grabbed the 3 new titles featuring Superman, Green Arrow, and somewhat unexpectedly, John Constantine. And I'll tell you why it's unexpected. John Constantine is not a character from middle school and early high school grade kids.
First, okay, let's talk about the title of the new titles. Metropolis Grove, so that's obviously about Superman.
Yeah.
The mystery.
I thought this said groove, but there's only one O.
The mystery of the meanest teacher, a Johnny Constantine graphic novel.
Yes. And Green Arrow
Since
Stranded.
when? Who calls John Constantine Johnny?
This writer, I guess.
I don't think I've ever heard anybody refer to him as Johnny. And John Constantine, from an aspect of his actual comics, they're not for
They're definitely not for children.
What is DC doing? Like, why are they doing this? And then you know what they do is they send free copies to like the book influencers, which is so wild. I didn't even know there were book influencers, but apparently they are.
There's an influencer for everything.
Yeah, apparently. And yeah, they send the books to them. And these are people who've never read comics. They have no experience in anything DC, Marvel, doesn't matter. So some girl named Rebecca in Oklahoma, who's a book influencer, is going to receive this book. And she's going to be like, I don't know anything about Johnny Constantine. I've never seen him in any of the movies, but this book was so amazing. And I'm just like,
it's the best ever. It's so progressive.
It tells me so much about the character, and I'm like, okay, yeah, walk into a comic book store and pick up a copy of Hellblazer, and see how much of the character they are like.
You didn't see what they're okay. I gotta show you'll see the cover in a minute. So this is the cover to the Green Arrow book. Apparently, I don't know if they're gonna cover it. I'll actually just
it says Green Arrow Stranded. Is this
so? But I'll give you. I know what it's about. I'll give you the once we get down there. So build on the catalog featuring number of titles and Green Arrow Legacy. Green Lantern Legacy. I didn't know this was a thing. And
the Oracle Code and Gotham High. we heard about Gotham High already.
Yeah. So I did not hear about this. Okay.
I never heard of the Oracle
Code. As early middle grade titles, the new books are targeted toward readers 8, 9, and 10. The middle school 9 through 12.
Just have them read a freaking comic. Have them read a comic.
I told you it was middle school when they said middle grade. I don't know why they didn't say middle school.
I mean, Superman comics aren't gruesome or like really all that adult centered. They can read a comic at 9 through 12 years old.
Yes, they can. And are intended to add the standalone stories outside of the regular comic book continuity, including DC's characters and concepts to new audiences.
Oh my God, I'd rather my kid read Captain Underpants.
This basically is Captain Underpants. Look at this. Okay, so where am I? Each of the 3 titles will retail for $9.99, and the official description from DC including release dates are Metropolis Grove by Drew Brockington, colored by Wendy Broom. So yeah, this is the cover.
Why is Superman's feet look like that? Oh my God, bro.
It's Captain Underpants, bro. It's Captain Underpants.
They could just read the comic.
They could just read Captain Underpants. So, big city full of Superman sightings, but Here in Metropolis Grove, every kid in the suburb knows that he's not real, except for newcomer Sonia Patel, who convinces her friends Duncan and Alex to believe. When the trio discover a mysterious cave full of Superman memorabilia, they can't keep it to themselves, and that sets off a school year full of drama and adventure, and more than a few opportunities for newfound friendship to test its limits. And when they finally figure out the resident of the cave is Bizarro, things get even more out of control.
What the? Oh no! And I'm assuming that's supposed to be Zatanna.
It is supposed to be Zatanna.
Why does John Constantine look like early high school Johnny Test?
So this is,
at least this art is a little better.
Yeah, so I saw
but
one
only marginally. We got demons. What is the reason for this? Oh, what are we gonna have? We're gonna have a teenage Jason Blood. You know,
the picture I saw, it was this picture, and over here it said Heck Blazer instead of Hellblazer. It said Heck Blazer.
This is like the kid spot version of DC Comics, and I just feel as though if you are going to have your 9 through 12-year-old read anything comic related, buy them a comic. Like,
after angering a number of hostile spirits in England, 13-year-old magician Johnny Constantine has a newfound has to find a new way.
Are they calling him Johnny because they feel as though because he's a kid, like they can't call him John? Probably,
because John feels too old for them, so they're probably calling him Johnny.
Then why name him John in the first? You know what? I am tired. I feel as though DC is testing my patience in the worst way, and I don't like it.
He's persuading his parents to send him to America. John doesn't give a shit about America. John arrives at a junior success boarding school in Salem, Massachusetts. I see what they did there, Salem. But once there, he finds himself to be something of an outcast. And he is also convinced that his homeroom teacher really has it in for her. Worse, he's convinced that she is really a witch. Fortunately, John is able to find one kindred spirit whom he's able to have an alliance with, another mischief named Anna. Misfit named Anna, so maybe it isn't your girl Zatanna, who also happens to have her own developing magical powers.
What are the odds?
John recruits Anna in an effort to uncover the truths about Miss Kayla and exposes the meanest teacher's real identity in the world. Joined by a friendly demon. Yeah, Etrigan's in here. I saw these pictures. I'm gonna find it, and then
how does a 13-year-old
these two amateur sleuths will uncover clues and stumble upon forces beyond their control in a humorous series of misadventure.
How on earth does a 13-year-old anger spirits and then persuade his parents to send him to America? Who
John's
gets persuaded?
Shit about him,
whose parents becomes persuaded to send their child to an entirely different country?
And for Salem, Massachusetts, of all the places,
there are green cards, student visas. There has to be a reason as to why. Oh man, I can't.
Green Arrow stranded. So apparently, basically, this is Oliver and his dad. They get into a plane crash. They have to survive on the island. The end.
I feel like this is reminiscent of a story. Is this Green Arrow's origin? I can't remember. I feel like there is some story where he is stranded in a plane crash and they presume he is dead, and then he finds his way back to the city and is like, oh, I'm not dead. Or am I that, or I'm so tired I'm confusing him with freaking Iron Fist, because that's Iron Fist. That's also Danny Rand's his origin. This is
let's read the actual thing. Following a plane crash on a deserted island, 13-year-old Oliver Queen must learn the skills he needs to survive and protect his injured father Ollie, who has always hated the idea of hunting, but his dad insisted they go on a trip with his business partner Sebastian and his son Tyler. When Oliver fails to take a perfect shot, the teasing starts, and he wonders if his dad will ever be proud of him again. But just when he thought their trip couldn't get any worse, their private jet is struck by lightning and crash lands on a deserted island. Ollie awakens to find himself to find his dad seriously injured and the other passengers nowhere in sight. If they hope to survive, he's going to have to learn skills he's been avoiding developing so far. He has never felt less sure of who he is or if he will be able to hang on until help arrives.
I just want to know, okay, where are you going hunting that you are flying anywhere near a deserted island? He could have took his kid to Minnesota. I don't know.
Canada, Oregon,
Seattle. Washington. There are so many places.
I said Seattle. I meant Washington.
I don't know why you said Seattle.
I meant Washington, but I was
What
thinking,
are they hunting in Seattle, idiots?
I was thinking of Washington, but I said Seattle for some reason.
I just, oh my gosh. Like, this is, what was that? Lost 2 Electric Boogaloo? Like, what is that?
Victor and Nora's Infinite Playlist. A Gotham love story. New York best-selling author Lauren Marcel.
I think it's supposed to be Miracle.
Miracle?
It kind of looks like it would be Miracle.
Yeah, I'm terrible with names. Artist Isaac Goodhart, Under the Moon, Catwoman tale.
Gross.
This is what she wrote. TTYL TFN. Reunited in a gorgeous YA story. This gorgeous YA story about living life to the fullest and how far one will go for love. 17-year-old Victor Fries, I would say Fries.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah. Has a cold heart after his brother died in a tragic house fire that Victor feels responsible for. His parents have isolated themselves, and Victor has dedicated his whole life to one thing: science. Nora Kumar is full of life. She is suffering from an incurable illness that will slowly consume her, so she has decided to live her last days to the fullest at her summer home in Gotham City until her birthday, the day she plans to take her own life. When Victor and Nora meet one day at the cemetery outside of town, they are astonished to find a connection they've been missing all their lives. Their summer quickly spirals into a beautiful romance, and Victor's cold heart is able to thaw away, allowing him to begin to enjoy life a little more. But when Victor learns of Nora's illness, he's driven to try to find a solution to keep from losing another person he loves by whatever means he can. Victor and Nora, A Gotham Love Story, is a tragic tale about living life to the full. Oh, that's just a repeat.
So this is The Fault in Our Stars.
Yep.
This is The Fault in Our Stars.
This is the preview. The art's not the worst. The art's pretty decent. Can't get mad at the art. But it just...
I just read that, like,
so come here often,
and he just
yes,
what guy sees a presumably hot girl, and the first thought is he's just gonna have an attitude. No, yes, who are you? Like, you know what? Oh my god,
the brightest. Either you're not the brightest match in the box, or you're so deep and brooding that your words of a mere mortal just bounce right off you.
But matches don't shine bright. What in the hell? You know what?
But you light them.
But they don't.
And then they catch on fire.
Yeah, they catch on fire. But I don't believe that they change in brightness.
What's this? Making your own private Stonehenge? Stonehenge is huge. You're clever after all. What? You're saying things. You keep saying things, but but nothing you say makes sense. Really? Now you're clamming up? Oh damn, is this French? Yes. She's speaking French. That's French for calm down, weirdo.
And she called him a weirdo.
You're the one who came to me.
She's making no sense. It's like she's just waiting for him to stop talking so she could say her next line.
And I'm making no sense.
And I'm
making sense. I'm Nora. I have a thing for France. I wish I could go there one day. But, and Victor.
Wait a minute. He's in a cemetery.
Yeah, they meet in the cemetery. Obviously, this is Otto. I
didn't realize that they were in front of a head. This is
I think his parents' headstone or somebody he knows. This is
his brother.
This is Otto, yeah. So
you mean to tell me?
Obviously, he's sitting here grieving over someone's grave.
You have decided to see some boy in a cemetery sitting on a grave, and you've decided to sit down on said grave. I don't even have a reaction big enough for this. This is garbage. I think you just like putting me on tilt for fun.
No, I don't. Yeah, so what do you got to say? I'm gonna see if I can find that picture.
This is just bad. Listen, if you have children 9 through 12 or whatever, just I don't know, just get them comics, you know, like just.
That's not it.
Just get them a comic. It doesn't need to be. You don't need to do this. You know, you don't need to buy these horrible graphic novels.
It was this picture, but it said Heck Blazer on it.
Heck Blazer. What's the point?
I don't know. Just the inside. Oh, there's more pictures.
This is Bizarro.
That's Bizarro.
Oh my goodness.
Etrigan. This is the one yeah. And then this is the girl, Anna. Yeah. This
kind of looks like Johnny Test. Like, this kind of looks like it would be. Like, this whole thing with like him, his dad, like, he didn't want to kill anything. Like, wait, was his dad making him hunt with a bow and arrow? Not even a crossbow?
No, I mean, you can hunt with bow and arrow.
I mean, I know you can, but don't most people just...
No, some people bow hunt. Some people use crossbows. It just depends on what you using. It depends on the person and their style. Some people, yeah. And their preferred weapon.
This is garbage. This is such garbage. Like, I am so tired of this. It's garbage. It's a cash grab. It's DC being heavily out of touch with this quote unquote fan base they're trying to garner. Like, it's just nobody. I know you lying.
I forgot about this one too. Lois Lane in the friendship challenge. They said it rules.
Why do they have adults doing these reviews? You know what I mean? Like, from an adult perspective, this could never be good. You know, it's the reason why, as a 30-year-old, you don't sit down to read Goosebumps books, and especially not for the sake of, you know, wanting it to read something hard hitting and that's going to satisfy your want to read here. Why don't they just hire children to read them and then review them? Like, I just feel like an adult telling me that this rules. And who the hell even says that? Who says, this rules?
Somebody says it rules.
What are we in 1995? Like, come on, fam.
But this is why I enjoyed this, because, Shawni, I know, I'm sorry. It's just the fact that DC continues to try to get into this YA novel route. I'm just kind of like, how many of these books are you actually selling? Maybe we're wrong. Maybe this is actually a good venture and kids are buying this up and they're interested.
I mean, remember, it's the parents that have the money to buy it, more than likely.
Well, a lot of the time, because what they're probably doing is this is going to be in Scholastic school book sales, like the school fair, the book fair. Mm-hmm. So what a lot of the times, a lot of parents will do is they'll give the kids $10-$20 and the kid gets whatever they want. So
I honestly wouldn't.
Unless the parent, there were parents, I've seen parents go to book fairs with their kids.
I really wouldn't. I wouldn't give my kid money to buy this.
Well, hey, what if you gave them money to go and buy a book and they came home with this at Heck Blazer? And
hey, what is that you have here? What is that? What did you buy? Oh, I bought Heck Razor. What?
Blazer.
And Heck Blazer. What? And Lois Lane in the friendship challenge. What? Like, what are you talking about? Let me see that. Oh, this is supposed to be based on John Constantine. And this is Lois Lane as in Superman Lois Lane. Yeah. I would be just like Bradley Cooper in that movie the Silver Lining playbook where I just throw that shit out the window.
Oh no!
Take my kid.
You just throw that shit.
I just take my kid to a real comic store. If you want to read comics, you can read comics. You want to read manga, you can read manga. But we're not doing this garbage in this household. Like, no, I refuse.
Man, just throwing out them kids' hopes and dreams.
Hopes and dreams. I am helping.
Yeah, helping. All right, guys. Well, yeah, I think we pretty much covered it. So, Shawni is on tilt. She is upset.
I am tired. Tired of these people just making shit books and then thinking that it's okay. Like,
all right. Well, off to the next one. We'll see you guys in the next video. Please like and subscribe and share as well. And yeah, let me know if you guys are interested in this stuff with Shawni and what have you. And I appreciate your comments and your viewership. Have a great day.
see y'all.
Bye.